Now we can see.
You can this menu will open. That it says layer style, and under this you have this blending option here, and plus tons of other options as well. Like by default, you have only this normal blending mode and opacity. Normal blending mode and opacity. These two are here. General blending. Like generally, we use most of 99% time we'll be using this. But there are some advanced blending options. Blend if gray. Like all those options are also there. So that is something we can modify. So I'll just show you few things with the how to use all this. Let's see. You open a photo, some photo, copy, copy image, paste it. Okay, the finish image. I kept it here. So, in this particular layer, you can see all these white, all these white. Suppose that this is like you want to clear this white, like you want to make it transparent. There are multiple ways to do it. You can create a mask, select this entire this whitish grayish this thing, little bit blue tint, and fill black. Right? You can do that. Make this thing entirely clean, or you can manually paint it, or you can just simply create the selection and like delete the mask. You can simply create the selection. Okay, this is the shortcut, and then delete it. This also works. But what if you don't want to do any one or any of this thing, and you just want to clean the white? Like for this, okay, the easiest way will be I'll search for a tree. Like usually you find a tree and you want to blend that tree in your scene. Like suppose you're doing some max painting or some concept or something where you want to blend that tree with your scene. That time, what you will do? How to blend it nicely without having that background. So let me just check something. Where is that? We can't see it. Oh, let's fix this one. Copy. So, Control D. Like with this, it will be easy to explain. So, and background, suppose I fill some sky. And suppose you want to fill sky here. So in newer version Photoshop, I don't know that the sky option is not there here. Like there's an option for to replace the sky. It's not there. Mm, let's pick some random sky. Like how to like create. Now I want to blend this tree, or like I want to superimpose this tree on this sky. So for doing this, I can use all this blending mode. You can see it works nicely, darken. But only problem with this, if you use blending mode, it basically here it's not affecting a lot, but you can see slightly it basically this white part wherever you have this white cloud, those areas are slightly light and rest of the part are lightly clean. This is what happens. Like in this particular image, it's not that prominently visible, but it usually creates problem. Like suppose in background, I'm saying something white, green, so, or like anywhere you have this thing, some issue or something, it will show you those problems, like those lighter area and all these things. That is something usually happens. But you can like you see with darken you can combine this thing very easily. But like or suppose you just simply want to remove this white. So it's quite easy. You double click this layer and you can see there's an option blend if gray. Plus you have per channel mode as well. Blend if red, blend if green, blend if blue. So let's pick gray, and this layer, this particular layer, what you want to do with this layer. This top wala part thing will work on this, affect this selected layer, and underlying layer will affect the underlying layer. So I can just simply see, I can move it. It will remove all the dark tone. If you move this, it will remove all the white tone. But image is like, if you see image, your image is full like without any delete. You haven't deleted anything, you haven't modified anything. You just switch off that gray value from that particular image. It basically cleans all the gray value from your entire image. So you cannot see it. It becomes transparent. And you can just like drag drop, do this, and zoom in, and then you can see the like corner, they're like small white patches. So if you want to like, because this thing working for you perfectly, so what you can do, press Alt and break this and then move it. Now it basically makes your entire image flat and start blending it in between. So like this also you can blend a lot of things very easily, and based on your specific color, like suppose let's see. Okay, let's pick this image and double click. So here also I can do the exact same thing, but you can see it's affecting all the gray area, including eye, cheek, highlight, everything. Now I can go to only red. I can remove only the red area. Increase or okay, that also or decrease. This is black. Always left side is black and right side is whatever you have selected, red, blue, green. Like this also you can modify. But this is like one technique of modifying. Like this you can control each and every channel, because I guess you know any digital platform, digital like a screen, they use RGB mode, red, blue, green channels, and create all the colors. So RGB tones, so we can control each and every like channel and modify it. But like suppose, and then under this you can see there's other options as well. Fill opacity plus channel. If you want, you can switch off any particular channel in this particular image. Suppose this image is like with all the RGB, but you don't want RGB. You want only blue. It will switch off only, it will be like blue is tick marks only, and only blue is visible. Rest both the image, both the layers are switched off. So automatically it impacts background image as well. But this layer is affecting only, showing only and only blue channel. So red channel and green channel are become transparent. So it affects back like behind background layers as well. Like this also we can modify things, or you can select to see green channel or red channel. You can modify, and let's show you something else. Black and white, Control J, Control C, and just simply flip it. Two different images, like same image, just flipped left and right. Suppose double flip, and I can switch off only red channel. So it's basically red channel is off for from this image. So background it becomes like red, so it will expose the red from other areas. You can modify this. Like to create effects, like all these blending modes. Maybe now you like maybe as of now you feel okay. This is like for what where you going to use. Like gradually move to advanced stage and we create like combine things, like create some environment or some scene or some texture. That time we might need to use it, and especially when we create normal map, like like this is something what we're doing to like this is the base for to create all 3D textures and all. So in 3D, when when you're going to create textures, what will happen? There will be normal map. Under normal map, like sometimes you have to manually modify or tweak your normal map. that time all these modes will be really effective and really helpful, because whenever you combine two three normal maps together, you have to switch off blue channel. Otherwise your base layers channel layers will be get affected, and it will distort your normal map result. So in that case, you have to modify those things and so all those things will be there in future. So make sure learn this thing properly, and to practice this thing and explore all the elements. Let's see. Now we have two images. Delete this also. So let's see. Now I'll brush, and I'll put this like really brush, hard brush. So I can paint 100% red. I painted. Then I can paint like some blue, and then one more layer, green, more close to green. So I have all these three paint in three different layers. These and move it here. So basically, suppose these three are three different layers, or three different photos, or three different image, drawing, paint, or anything. Like, what if you want to blend all these together? So there are like multiple ways to do it. You can just simply change the blending mode and create the desired result very easily. Combine both of them. Let's see, overlay, almost like you see, it just combine these two thing, and it gives you this lighter tone. Soft light, you have this vivid light, makes it vibrant. Then you have hard mix. Exclusion is basically exclude all the color here, like this gray color because flat. Subtract, basically subtract the tone. If you switch off this gray, it automatically becomes blue because background is empty. So you can change all these things. Subtract. Then we have this divide. It basically dividing the color. These two. Hue is basically only the tone. This color. Hue is the purest form of a color. That hue it will add to this. If this red part also become blue, you can see. And then you have saturation, level of saturation. Then you have color. So hue and color almost work similar manner, but it's not exactly the same. So like this, you can blend all of this very easily, or normal. This is my blue channel. I can double click this, switch off red and green. This is my green. Keep my green, red and blue. This is my red. I'll keep only and only red. You can see it automatically blends together. Automatically merge together and create all these effects very easily. So this is something like we have per channel. From this particular channel, it is exposing, or like exposing only and only red. This is only blue, only green. So it creates all these effects. You can create this thing and modify this thing. And this is like a basic like modification. You can do this all this thing. Plus, let's do something different. Let's pick some reddish orangish color. Suppose you want to create something glowing or something sparkling. So in that time, there are like multiple ways to do it. You can do it manually. Like suppose I want to create this thing. Like paint this. Let's paint this. Soft brush. This. Then I can just simply use a little bit like more yellow and slightly brighter color, and maybe slight glow around it. Then slightly more yellow gradually. blend it, give it that glowy, shiny effect. And it's something we can do it manually. But what if I don't want to do it manually and I want to automate this thing? That is also perfectly possible. I'll just select that color, layer, no more change here. I can come here and change my mode to screen. To create this brightness automatically. Same color, nothing is changing. You can paint and like it's just I'm like using my brush tool and painting over that section again and again. So automatically making it brighter and giving that glowing effect. Like this, you can like do it very easily and make it like really bright and design. Or maybe suppose you have this blue. You can create all these effects very easily. Similarly, if I, instead of screen I choose multiply, it gradually darken that color. The exact same blending effect what you create with the this layer effect, you can do the same thing with the help of brush effect as well. But this thing needs a little bit more practice. Like very easily create a lot of pattern, design, and effects. Same color with different blending mode, different effect, or maybe overlay. Gradually brighten, but it never become white. But if you use screen, it will make it really bright and white. So like this, you can blend using blending modes and all. And let's see some photos. Front and side. Let's do two photos and blend it together. Like because you need to know how to blend photos as well. Like photo is texture. These are basically texture. Think this is a texture, so we'll just copy one. It will be just real tiny. This photo is really small. So anyways, so now suppose I want to paint something or modify something or blend it. So for blending, there are multiple ways. So first thing, like whenever you start blending, like first thing, what I prefer is I try to use blending mode and check. Like if what if I get the desired result with the help of this all these preset blending mode or maybe something similar. So just like kind of blends in to something similar I want, so I can do like use it. or maybe new layer. Suppose I want to color this B. Okay, add some color here. Or overlay. Make sure whenever you change this, revert it back. Add some color. Like I want to add some color here, and then I'll change either this one or this one, any one of them. With overlay, kind of works for me. You can modify or like first and check with this if blending mode works. Then I'll adjust my opacity, whatever I based on my requirement, I adjust my opacity, and then suppose I want to delete some of the part, I'll add a mask. Add a mask, and from wherever I don't want it, I'll remove it. It's basically combination of everything. Like you combine everything one by one. Soft brush. So little bit of blending mode, little bit of opacity, little bit of your mask. The combination of everything. So you create all those things with the help of this. And I'll check something. Large image. Let's see. This one is way better. Okay, now I have just like quite a nice resolution photo, and suppose I want to blend something here. Let's find some. What should I let's search for a wound or something? Let's search for a wound. And suppose I want to because while texturing and all, like while when you create this thing for 3D cartoon, create any texture, you might feel this is really gross, but like in gaming, if you play video games, you know a video game has a lot of these kind of stuff like cuts and all these things. So suppose you want to use any one of them. Let's find something. Okay, let's do this. Copy, and I want to paste this on its thing. Control P. First thing, I'll fix the size or maybe rotate or place it wherever I want to place. Reduce the pressure slightly so that I can see it and place it wherever you want to place. Then full opacity. Then first thing what I'll do, I'll mask it. I'll fill full 100% black so that everything is invisible. Or then I'll just paint, sorry, X, and I will paint only the red part. In case you're not able to see what is like where is the red part, shift click on this red, it will automatically minus that and then paint it. You really can't see anything here, but it's painting that white. You can see there's a modification. Click on that surface once again. X. I want to blend it nicely. But still, it looks like superimposed on this surface. It doesn't match with the surface. So for now, I need to use either some blending mode so that it blends with the skin nicely, Usually, overlay and soft selection work really nicely while blending, but in normal you can say it's really red. In overlay, it's becoming little orangish. See, if I don't want this, so what I'll do, I'll create a layer and clip into this. Like this is like something I'm explaining how to blend layers and all, so that you can use this technique for painting or for anything. So just to make you understand like how all this thing work and how we're going to use this professionally. Once I pick this color, some base color, skin color, and start painting over it slightly. Very low intensity, little bit of this skin color, and add those tones. Then, like you can just keep that patch, that wound there, and then you can, if you want, you can create one more layer. Take this dark reddish tint, and because wherever you have wound, skin color will change. Skin won't be this bright and fresh. Will have or skin will have those reddish and bluish tint. So you have to study that as well and then paint it. Take some lines, connecting points, follow the same line, so it will look like okay, it's part of the thing only. Same skin tone slightly inside. Then you can control J this, and this one you can do. This is to keep over this, and this one you can change it to overlay, and now you have this base, and this base, these corners you can erase, and this one reduce opacity slightly. It blend in into your skin, or maybe normal only. Reduce opacity, blend in. You can like add all these things and paint. So gradually you have to like blend multiple layers. So you have to use all the techniques, like a little bit of painting, little bit of blending layers, little bit of filters, and little bit of, little bit of everything. You have to combine everything nicely and create all these effects. And suppose top of this, I want to create a cut or something like this type. Let's do a small cut. So I want to create this cut. So I can use layer effect. If you see that same layer blending option, then there's an option for bevel emboss. Bevel emboss, smooth bevel. You see chisel hard, soft chisel. Can enhance this cut, soften slightly. You see instantly get this slight highlight area. Then you pick this color, make it slightly dark, little softer brushes, small brush, make it a bit darker in the center, and slightly redness nearby. And whenever you paint anything like this, uh, like uh, like I'm painting on top of the skin, right? If I paint it directly, it will like it will overlap all this detail, and it will cover all this detail, and we won't be able to see any of the skin grains or pores or all this information. So just to get the color, I can use all these blending mode. You can see multiply gives me that color, or I can use the color hue. That's not very strong, so I need something bit stronger. See, linear light. So linear works nicely for this. Color burn or color burn that looks like a wound. And, and I can use the same layer for painting everywhere. Just to make the nose little more red. Like suppose I have a character, I want to change the color, like modify something, or some maybe I have some texture where I have like, where I want to add some color. So like this I can add color, like maybe some other color burn. You can modify this, but this is like not the right way to do it. Like just to change color. This is just especially for like eyes and all. Suppose I want to change some color. What I'll do for that, I'll create a selection for that area and take a blending mode, like this thing, hue saturation. And with the help of hue saturation, I'll change color. Like any red, blue, green, any color. And then with the help of brush, I'll mask it properly. Make sure it's perfectly masked. You can see one blue eye, one red eye. E is not required. And this is to blend. So like just we can blend. So like this is like blending. You should know how to blend, how to change color, how to modify this thing. If I want to change the color of the entire thing, I can do that. Or there's an option of selective colors. Suppose I want to change only and only red. So cyan, magenta, yellow, black. Like cyan is basically more towards blue. Yeah, magenta is basically a little bit pinkish red, yellow is yellow, and black is black. So suppose I want to in red, I want to change the red color. I can add cyan. The red color will change. Magenta, I want to reduce. I want to make this person green. It will reduce all the red color or increase. Yellow, I can increase the yellow, reduce the yellow. It will affect only and only that particular color. That's it. So like that we can modify. Black I can remove or I can add. And it's adding black or whatever is modifying into red channel only, not in RGB mode. So like this, we can modify a lot of techniques to experiment this thing. Otherwise, like it will become like quite difficult to blend everything. So blending, please work on that and make sure like do something practice this thing and understand the process because it's all about understanding. Once you get the understanding, you can do it very easily. And where is my attendance? Oh, I forgot attendance. Are there devices